internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours of Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. I'm going to share a perspective with you guys that I've never done before, but I'm going to get across to a lot of you, and a lot of you are really going to understand where the value is going to come and drive the price of XRP up. Sit back, relax, because I guarantee you, after you are done with this episode, nothing will be indisputable. Okay, because the facts are facts, logic is logic, and when I give you the hardcore evidence to back it up, you can't disagree with me. Look at the crypto market right now. Blood. What are the odds that July 21st Ethereum gets approved for their ETF, and look where it is? Talk about utility. This is just proving my point. Right? And you're probably saying there, why isn't XRP going up yet? All these banks are using it. No. There is another perspective that you need to understand, that they're all trying to coordinate this implementation. You can't half-ass this, okay? What don't you understand? You're building a brand new financial infrastructure that you're trying to get every economy on board so you could interact with each other. I don't know how this is hard for people to comprehend and not be patient. And that is why every single XRP holder is going to be rewarded very patiently. And $100 XRP is going to happen without a doubt. Look at Terra Luna. Remember Terra Luna? Never forget. In just a day, this thing went to zero. And it was trading at $80 just the day before. Right? This is the weekly chart. I want to show you guys this. You may not have been in the ecosystem at the time, but events like this will occur in the near future. I want you guys to all be aware. USDT, I believe, I think it was called US dollar or UST, pegged to Luna, Terra Luna. They had a stable coin, tanked. They did the exact same thing that USDT is doing, getting Bitcoin on their balance sheets. USDT is doing the same thing. They're following the same pattern, and just wait. And if you missed yesterday's episode where we talked about WorldPay and their patent that just got granted this year of January, and it's also assigned to JP Morgan Chase, very important video. I recommend you go watch it, because one of the main pain points that WorldPay pointed out, which I'll give you a little clip here.
For the party at the end that's settling the money to the merchant or the final beneficiary, if they want to do that quicker, they need to get the money faster from the other intermediaries, or somebody needs to front them capital, and that costs money, right? And so us as a payment processor, could we settle all of our merchants same day? Yeah, sure, but where are we going to get that money from? Because Visa and MasterCard don't send it to us until 1 or 2, 3 days later, depending on where we are. And as much as I'd like to settle money to everyone quicker, fronting $2.4 million or $1 trillion for a couple days, you guys can do the math on how much that would cost from a lending perspective. It's not cheap.
In regards to settlement, Ripple plays a huge role. And even in this patent, they have mentioned Ripple. It says right here, blockchain for settlement example, Ripple. I'll leave the link in the description down below. You guys can go ahead and check it out. Very important video. It was a late upload, so you guys may have not seen it. But take a look at this. So let's talk about use case and utility. What use case is it solving? Ask yourself. So Bitcoin right now, forget the ETFs, okay? Bitcoin right now is trading at $64,000. Don't forget it was just under $1. The market cap is over 1.2 trillion, and the daily volume is circled in the red for Ethereum and XRP. For Bitcoin, it is $35 billion. But what is Bitcoin's use case? Is it being used for settlements right now? Is it assisting the financial ecosystem in scaling their system? Is it making it easier? all these questions you should be asking yourself, right? It's very important, and education is very lagging behind in this whole crypto ecosystem. They go Bitcoin, Ethereum, blah, blah, blah. No. Ask yourself what Bitcoin is solving in a real world, right? Nothing right now. Ethereum, it just got approved their ETF and they're down 10%. This is comical. What is Ethereum's use case? Smart contracts. Again, this is going to be a collaborative effort, not just smart contracts for Ethereum. I'm just saying in general. This will be a collaborative effort. But when you go to XRP now, and for all the information that we have gained throughout this journey, and understanding the value and where it's going to come from, and Eric here gave me a little bit of an insight. This was 2 months ago.
And waiting for payment instructions. So then we used a digital asset. We focused on XRP as this bridge currency. Again, not trying to replace fiat on either side, but it's just trying to make the movement of the capital move at the same time the message moved. So again, not a replacement of the old system. Well, in some ways, a replacement of what a lot of Swift was doing, but it's still.
So XRP is actually going to be utilized within the financial ecosystem, and it is catering to a $1 trillion problem. So let's project, and this is happening 100%. You can clip this, do whatever the F you want with it, okay? $300 billion 24-hour volume for XRP. Given a 60-cent price, it will require 500 billion XRP throughout that 24-hour time frame, right? That is unsustainable because it doesn't even exist. Let's say XRP is at $5, $300 billion 24-hour volume. 60 billion XRP will be utilized within that 24-hour. Like, really think about it. Pause the video if you need to. Rewind it, listen to it again.
For me, I'm really excited to see how this tech is going to really massively scale over the next few years into many trillions of volume and scale on a daily basis.
Raju?
On a daily basis.
Raju?
On a daily basis.
Raju?
But as the volume picks up for XRP, and don't ask me when, I just told you that this is a coordinated implementation across every jurisdiction and government across the world. Just be patient. It honestly frustrates me, and it's kind of disgusting of a human behavior that, you know, not having patience given this asset class is only 12 years old is comical to me. Like, I always reference the stock market that was launched in the 1700s, and look where we are today. It's over 100 years old, and it's only at $100 trillion. But this crypto ecosystem is going to go way beyond $100 trillion, and it will not take 100 years. It will take maybe less than 30 years on the most stupidest conservative outlook. Oh, you know what? That is too much. Maybe 15 years, 17 years to go over, you know, $100 trillion for this whole ecosystem. And let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, but just always remember, who's using this? Bitcoin and Ethereum have proven themselves for 12 years now that, you know, they're not using it. An ETF could come, nothing happens. We are at the same levels for Bitcoin. Just think about this. Let this sink in for a moment. We are at the same levels. You know what? Let me go ahead and show you the chart so you could see it. At the same levels we were where there weren't a Bitcoin ETF. Look at this. $66,000 in 2021 with no ETF. So why are we here in 2024 with an ETF, BlackRock, all these big guys are in here at a $63,000 Bitcoin? That is hilarious. And that is why Bitcoin maxis, Ethereum maxis will never get the hint. And that is why I may come off very harsh or hard. XRP is going to flip Ethereum, Bitcoin 100%. And for the individuals that sit there and deny it, it says a lot about a person because they don't understand the fundamental driver value of these assets, right? I just told you right here in one little slide, explain to you where is this use case coming from? Who's going to be utilizing this? Who is Bitcoin catering to? Who is Ethereum catering to? XRP since inception had a goal stuck with that goal, and now is trying to create a dent in the universe. Just think about the journey that we have been on.
No, it's very simple. So I think one thing, if there is one message that you can get in this room, is Ripple is not an ordinary company. We are not here to make us have a small market share or do X, do Y, and make small amount of money or something to happen. We are here to make a dent in the universe. Either we will change the remittance universe, the way you understand, the way value gets transferred across the world, between people, between institutions, or we will just fade away. So it's almost 0 or 1, and we are making it possible working with the existing ecosystem. So I think this is a key differentiator about Ripple, and that's the reason we are a monoline company. Every day we get tens of ideas to say, why don't you do security settlement? Why don't you work in trade finance? Why don't you do X, Y, Z? And what we tell them is, just cross-border remittances is $155 trillion problem. We'll solve this first. We'll make a difference to everybody who's present in this room. And once we have made the difference, then only we will look at something else.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I cannot wait. That's all I got to say. Ethereum, they got their Bitcoin Ethereum ETF, and look at it. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. And Bitcoin, like I said, at the same levels as it was back in 2021 without a Bitcoin ETF. Wow, that's... we will rent a movie theater and we will all go watch the documentary they do on XRP, Ripple, this whole crypto ecosystem. But wait until they document this whole XRP community, because it is going to be documented and it is going to be legendary. It is going to be legendary. And every single one of you guys that have been tuning in, that have been following the journey, that have been patient, that understand that this is not, success just doesn't happen overnight. This goes for everybody, right? Unless you're, okay, I'm trying to stop there. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys, and we will be back with another episode.
With the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.